see one viewer. So this stream is just going to be a live Q&A. This stream is just going to be a live Q&A. I may decide to work on some customs. And I am wearing a Darth Vader mask to see how many of you actually come view and stay. Hey, Derek Dye. Yeah, I was able to, I redid it. I was able to fix it. I found out what the problem was. And I did figure out how to tilt the camera. Can you actually hear me in this mask? Okay, good. Yeah, I figured out what it was. Is you have to rotate the phone before you start the live stream. And that's what I did. And now it worked. Hey, Brick Film Productions 15 and Piano Man. Get my little Darth Vader minifigure. This is the old one from 2008, I think it is, something like that. I'll just stick him right there. Just brick film today? You mean you just made a new brick film today? And this mask has been leaning on my nose. Hold on, I'll be right back. Anyone guess what I just got? Will I get the... Oops. Well, then I can't see the... Will I get the newest one? That helmet is amazing. I still have the old Darth Vader Tunics, Mannequin, and Prototype Boba Fett white suit. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get the newest one in the Darth Vader transformation set. I really want to get that Darth Vader set. It seems like a cool set. Hey, Gaming Lego Productions. Oh, I see what you mean. No Brick Film Productions 15 today. Oh, okay. A lightsaber, yeah. I got this red one. I actually got this lightsaber and helmet a long time ago. It's been put away for a while. You can't really see it light up unless I maybe turn off the light. I've had it for a while. I think I was like, I don't know. I think I was like 7 or 8 when I got this. I have an actual Darth Vader action figure. I just don't know what I did with it. You have the blue Anakin one. That's cool. I've been buying a few clones and stuff. I don't know if I will do a stop motion video with Darth Vader and maybe buy Stormtroopers, but I've been buying a whole bunch of clones, Clone Wars minifigures, because I want to do a Clone Wars stop motion, because I have Anakin, Mace Windu, and Yoda, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I do have this old dropship set, which I stuck a clone pilot and a few stormtroopers on the side. And then my collection of Clone Wars figures, like the clones that I have. Oh, you're doing the live stream too? Yeah, I saw that. Hello there, this is General Kenobi. I thought I killed you. I'm streaming about 2 hours. Alright, I'll go check it out. Like, I'm sure I'm not gonna be streaming for a long time. Maybe just an hour or two, maybe. So I'll probably go check your stream out when this is done. Nah, you disappeared. If you disappeared, then how are you still here? And this is my miniature clone army. There would be an extra clone on here, except the extra clone I painted into Commander Wolf. And then I have this red ARC Trooper, red ARF Trooper. Sorry for the background noise. Fan service. Yeah, my dog is actually barking right now. I don't know if you guys can hear her. The stream is picking that up, but she is barking. All these clones want to go on the ARF Trooper. I'm streaming with Septrand. Alright. And then these are like the only two droids that I have. I'm going to try and get more clones and more droids because I want to do like a big Clone Wars video. And then here's the Mace Windu. This is the Clone Wars Mace Windu, but right now he's using the Rhodey head because I don't have a head for him. I got to get that too. His head, the paint came off. I have C-3PO from The Force Awakens. An old Obi-Wan Kenobi. He did come with a hood and a cape. Mace Windu's actually wearing the cape. And the hood is on my Arrow figure. Then I got Clone Wars Yoda, which I did give him this stick as like a little cane. That's like most of my Star Wars figures. And then my Clone Wars Anakin. It's actually kind of bright in here. And then I do have his lightsaber. Thanks, Brick Film Productions. Gotta figure out how to get like some of the light to disappear. I mean, there's like too much of a glare. I have one clone from the Utapau set and one droid from their Yoda Clone Wars version and light up Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's cool. I want to see if I can try and find any of those light up Jedi. Your collection is amazing. Thank you, Clash Mind Bro Studios. I I actually have these snow troopers. I had 2 of them. Thing was, I did paint one. I painted a few of them. Found yours for 18 bucks. And that's actually not that bad. Do I have any brick filming tips? Not really. I mean, like, what tips would you be looking for or wanting to know? Because I'm actually still not that good at brick filming myself, even though it's a Darth Vader, the light up one. There's the lightsaber at an angle, and I'm an idiot. Yeah, the lightsaber is just at an angle. It's just the actual lightsaber. A regular Lego lightsaber. Too close. So for lighting, well, for lighting, I just use, it'll probably be too bright, but I'll show you what I use. I use like a room light. Then, you guys are probably going to be blinded by this. Let me see if I turn it off. I mean, you guys can still see. But I use like these lamps. They're E-Mart. And they're pretty long. They have these stands. So you could open them up. Which doesn't seem to want to open right now. But you can open them up. I have like 3 of these. And then I use, like I said, the light in my room. Or in my closet, actually, because that's where I set up all my stuff. That's where I'm sitting now. And so what I would say is to, like, if you want it was better without during the stream. Yeah, so many lights. So for lighting, I would say, like, because you wanted lighting tips, like, it's good to have, like, a lighting, like, on the side of your set or on the top. I don't usually put a paper or anything on it. Usually what I do, if you don't want that much light and you want, like, a shadow effect, because I did this for one video and it actually worked, like, use the lamp or something in a dark room and turn it the other way. Like, turn it the opposite way so it's not facing, like, your set, because I've done that before and it actually worked. Or if you can, if you want it to look dark or shadowy, just use a bright light for everything, and then afterwards darken the photo, or if you can during the stream, like, darken it so when you take a photo it doesn't show that too bright. I don't know if those are the tips you were looking for, but because I'm sort of like a noob at it myself. Yeah, stream is gone. It's all of a sudden it says very bad connection again. Pretty good advice. Thanks, Clashmine, bro. You're welcome, Brick Film Productions. Where did I get my helmet? I actually, like I was saying, I got this helmet a long time ago when I was like 8 or something. I think it was like 8, and I got it for my birthday. You may be able to find it on eBay or something. What FPs do I use? I use about 12 frames per second. When I first started out, I used to use 5, then I went up to 8. Now I use about 12. And very good. Nice meme. What do you mean by a nice meme? Cool. Yeah, so I use about 12 frames per second now, just so the video, because it helps speed up the video. Like, if certain thing, for me, 12 frames per second, it makes everything go smooth. It makes most of the video go smooth. But if you, sometimes 12 frames per second does get a little too fast. I've heard somebody said they use like 20 to 21 frames per second. For me, that's a little, that goes by a little too fast, and you would need too many pictures. So that's why I use like 12 frames per second, and sometimes I'll go down to 10 or 8, because sometimes 12 frames per second, if I didn't take enough pictures or something like that, it goes too fast. But for me, 12 frames per second works pretty good. Your keyboard on your phone is too small. Let's see what I missed. Just getting to Star Wars customizing again. Cool. Yeah, I actually was never really into Star Wars customizing until now. Like, I started off wanting to make a custom Commander Cody, because Commander Cody has always been my favorite clone. And then it went from there that I never finished Commander Cody. Then I decided I wanted to make another clone. So I decided to make... And Darth Vader just fell over. And so did Anakin. I decided to make Fox. What's my dream car? I like the Camaro, like the one Bumblebee is in Transformers. That's like one car I'd want to get. But I probably wouldn't get it in that color. I'd probably, like, I'd want it in red with a black stripe and then gold wheels. You hit 36 subs. That's really good. I'll try and check out your channel later. Brick Film Productions 15. I'll try and check out your channel later. Corvette, my dudes. Of course I would mod it. Yeah, that's what I said. I would get a Camaro and I would modify it as well. Like with a paint job and everything. I need to see if it's just my connection. So far, I think the stream is gone. Yeah, the connection, for some reason, it keeps coming and going. You're welcome, Brick Film Productions. I got two little stands. That way I won't knock over these two anymore. They could just stay there. Yeah, so what I was saying was, like, I started off with Commander Cody, and I would show him to you, but the paint's drying on one of his shoulder pads right now. Then I made Fox, so I like anime. Yeah, I do. I was actually into a lot of the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, those were mainly it with anime for me. I just like those type of things. And I used to watch, I don't know if you guys have heard or remember this, but there was a game a few years back called Bakugan, where it involved these little balls that would open up, and then there was these metal cards that when you put them on the card, rolled them onto a card, they would open up. I don't know if you guys remember that, or have ever played it or something, but is it easy to paint your Legos? Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. Like, if you want to make a real complicated figure, like this guy, Fox, like this was a little tough to get, like, the design on his torso and everything. And then other stuff, and like also Spider-Man, so stuff like this is like kind of hard to do. But I mean, the painting Legos is pretty easy. I mean, once you get the hang of how to do it, it's pretty easy. Just certain ones are complicated. I remember Bakugan, that was cool, but I lost mine. I have several of them. I only played once. Yeah, I actually have, I think it's also put away right now. But I actually have a collection of about 30 of them or something like that, and a whole deck like this, it's a whole deck like this thick of the cards. I was actually able to get the Iron Man Bakugan when they were doing that. I got it off of, I think it was eBay I got it off of. Do you prefer the older LEGO Phase 2 clones or the new ones? Probably, I think I like the newer ones. From like the Clone Wars and the newer ones that they've been doing. I'm not really a fan of like the hole that they cut into the mask back then. I like it when it's like this helmet, when it's just printed on. Face reveal? No, I'm not going to do a face reveal. That's why I put on the Darth Vader mask. Ow. I tried once and failed. Well, yeah, it's pretty hard. I'll show you. Like, when you first start out, it's kind of hard to do everything. See, I've been doing this for close to a year now. In like 3 or 4 months, it'll be a year that I've been doing customs. He's Anakin, we know that. Yeah, see, I'm Anakin, you guys know that. You don't need to see a face reveal. My face is too burnt up and damaged, so I cover it with a mask. You played Beyblade, they banned it back in 2nd grade. Yeah, I was never really into Beyblade. I also did watch the show a bit, but I never really got any of the Beyblades. Here's my Harley Quinn. This is like the first figure I made, as you can see. I don't know if you guys, how clearly you can see that. Her gun actually turned out pretty good. Like, most of the lines and stuff on her turned out pretty good. Except her legs, like on the side, I don't know if you can see, but the paint's kind of chunky. And her shorts are a little weird looking. But yeah, this was my first custom, one of my first customs. And then I knocked over Anakin. I put him on a stand so that wouldn't happen, but that didn't work. And then my second custom was this guy, Joker. And you guys can kind of see like how thick the paint is. And then the head, like painting damage that small when I first started out was actually really hard to do. But for one of my first customs, he's actually pretty good. And then, since I've been doing this for like 8 months or 9 months or something like that, these are my customs now. They've turned out much better. As you can see, the Spider-Man, thinner, straighter lines that aren't as thick. Let's see what I've missed so far. I've been customizing for 5 years. That's cool. I actually only started back in September of last year, October. He got burnt because my roaster fire. Nice. Thanks, Brick Films Productions 15. Wow. Looks like an accurate Harley Quinn and Joker. Thank you, Clashmine, bro. I am probably going to redo them, though, so they look a little more accurate. Because I don't like how they turned out the first time, since that's like when I first started out. I'm going to be posting a before and after type of thing of my old Flash minifigure. You're better at making customs for 1 year. Thank you. I'm surprised how much I improved in about a year. But because if you look at my Flash, I'm going to post a pic later of like, because I made 3 different versions of my CW Flash. So I'm going to post the first version I did, the second one, and then I need, actually, I'm going to post like the first version I did, the second one, and then I'm going to post the latest one. Because you also, if you see that old Flash pic, you'll see how much I really improved with this Flash figure. The only problem is my Arrow figure. I would post what he looked like before when I first made him, and then after, but I didn't really take a picture of what when I first made him. I only did a video, and that video turned out really horrible, and then I just deleted it off my phone, but the upload is still on YouTube, so if you want to know. But I mean, if you check my old videos on my channel, you'll see what my Flash looked like when I first started out, and my Arrow. Thank you, Clashmine, bro. Let's see. If you need a Joker voice, then I can get you on. Actually, thank you for the offer of Brick Film Productions, but I actually there's a channel called Skinny Zach Films. If you check my subscriptions, you should probably be able to find it. But he's actually voicing Joker for me. He's actually pretty good. If you watch my Batman episode, it's Batman Darkest Night episode 1, The End of Batman. You'll hear what he sounds like. He's actually really good. So if you need him to voice for you, just go message him, and I'm sure he'll do it for you, because he does a really good voice impression for Joker. But thank you for the offer, though. What is my favorite Lego set? That's actually a hard one to choose. Probably, like, do you mean my favorite Lego set in general? Or do you mean my favorite Lego set that I own? Because if my favorite Lego set that I own would probably be the Superhero Airport Battle. I really like that one from the Civil War sets. So yeah, probably the Superhero Airport Battle is probably my favorite set that I own. Man, I started recently too. Cool. Looks good, thank you. I never got to make Arrow. I stopped making Cow for some reason. If you do a Rick and Morty video, I can do Rick almost like Justin Roiland. Yeah. I know him. My voice is my Mr. J. You should check him out. I'm sorry, and that's cool. This mask is like leaning on my nose. Marvel seems underrated in Lego sets. Yeah, it does. Hopefully the Infinity War sets will be really good, though. Because I wonder how they're gonna fit all those characters into the sets, though, because they're supposed to be 32 characters or something like that, or like 60 of them. So I wonder if I think it was confirmed only 4 sets for Infinity War. So hopefully, like, maybe throughout the year they'll add more. But like, take the Thor sets and Spider-Man sets. Yeah, true, but I actually really like the Beware the Vulture set. That set's pretty cool. There's a review on my channel if you guys haven't seen that yet. And I have the Vulture here. Oh, it's fine. I have bad spelling. Have it being in school. Post kind of school reading level makes some things more difficult. 4 sets common Lego could do better. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot of characters. That stinks, Derek. Stream's already been going on for like 30 minutes. The Wolfpack said he would join, but I guess he got busy or something. They'll probably divide the Infinity War characters in different sets to get the most characters. Probably. Or like I was saying, they might, maybe they'll do like they did for the Civil War sets last year. Like they released the main sets, and then like in the summer they'll maybe they release another one, or they'll release a poly bag or something with like one of the characters. But I want to try and get at least all the sets and make most of the characters in there. Like I know I'm gonna make Guardians of the Galaxy figures for the movie. That's why I didn't make Guardians 2 figures this year, because I'm saving money and parts and everything for Infinity War. So I'm definitely gonna make the Guardians figures for Infinity War. I'm gonna make if the Iron Man has a new suit, then I'm gonna make him. I don't know who else I'm gonna do. I may decide to do Thanos. But those are like what I've been thinking now. Just want to see the original Miss Marvel suit. The new one makes her look like a feminist dude. Hey, Nightwing Awesome Prods. Water truck set was the only way to get Spider-Man, so probably, especially on the comics. Yeah, so that's true. The water set was the only way to get him. So hopefully they'll do something like that again. Like the Deadpool. Yeah. Evil Pool, as I like to call him. Can you voice for me? Yeah, I could, if you're asking me, yeah, I could probably voice for you. Like, what character would you need me to voice? Have I ever tried making a comic book character? I actually did make a comic book character. I made this Shadowcat figure based on her appearance in the comics. As you can see with like the yellow, and it does go on the back and the belt. You can see. Nice fig, bro. Thank you, Nightwing. Let's see. There's an Evil Pool from the multiverse. Cool, I actually never heard of that. A cop? Yeah, I could voice a cop for you. Looks pretty good. Thanks, Clashmine, bro. Not many people know Shadowcat. Yeah, that's true. But Shadowcat was actually one of my favorite X-Men, so I decided... Because I would have made her movie costume, but, I decided just to make a, what's it called? Her comic book costume instead. Because I liked that one a little better. I may decide to make movie versions of the X-Men, though. Like from X-Men The Last Stand or something like that. Because I've already been making movie versions, like from Apocalypse and Logan. I made Logan. And he has 2 red arms. Is the Evil Pool the one from Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe? Cyclops is the most hated X-Men. I'm sure he is with that whole story and stuff, that he winds up killing Charles Xavier and everything. mean, in the movies, I like the movie version of Cyclops. I don't like the comic book version. They made Cyclops more like a villain, is what. I don't like a lot of. I prefer the movie versions over a lot of comic book versions. I prefer them when they first came out. Yeah, a lot of the comics, whenever they get new writers, a lot of the new writers, they've ruined all the characters that Stan Lee created and all these other people created back around like the 50s and 60s and stuff when they were first coming out. All the newer writers from now, they've ruined everything. So I don't read any comics unless, like, I only read certain of the new comics, and I'll only read a lot of the old ones. I have a lot of the old ones from the 80s and stuff like that. Let's see. Do you use a camera app to film? Yes, I do. I use, it's called Stop Motion Studio. That's what I use to make a lot of my videos. I used to use an app called PicPack, but then I moved on to Stop Motion Studio because that's one's a little better, has better editing softwares in it and stuff. And then I use a thing called PixArt to add like certain things onto my photos, like edit them. Who is your favorite clone, commander, captain from Star Wars? Yours is Captain Rex. My favorite clone, I actually have like 5 clones that I like. Like number 1 would definitely be Rex. Number 2 is Fives. Number 3 would be Wolf. 4 is Cody, only because he obeyed Order 66. And then number 5. Now that I think about it, I actually can't even think of a 5th clone. Probably Fox. Like, Fox would be number 5. Mainly because I just like the look of his armor. I don't really like the actual, like, how the character of Fox was. They ruined his comic, but the movie version is good, yeah. Charles only looked into Deadpool's brain and made him go brain dead. Like Spider-Man. At least with the Avengers, they kept the characters up, yeah. They're fixing it now. I only have 2 comics from 2014 and 2015. Heavy is my second fave. Yeah, I actually liked Heavy. I wish they wouldn't have killed him off. And Waxer and Boiler too. Like the way he died during the fight between the 501st and the 212th. Would you have liked to see season 7 and 8 from the Clone Wars? They were confirmed. They were confirmed, so they're adding 2 more seasons to the Clone Wars? It was either Waxer or Boyle, but there's a I forget what episode. I just recently watched it the other day. I think it was Waxer, where they were on Umbara, and there was a Jedi called Jedi Master Pong Krell, and he was actually working for the Sith. He was going to work for Dooku, and he tricked the 212th into fighting the 501st. He told them that there was going to be an army of droids. He told the 212th that there was an army of droids, and that they were going to invade their base, the base that they 501st had captured, or something like that. And so, while the 501st were scouting around the area, all of a sudden the 212, they all start shooting at each other. And so Rex ran into there. Rex was looking around to see who it was, and he found out they were clones. So he ran up behind one of them, and he pulled off the helmet. I think it was like one of the dead clones that he pulled off the helmet. Because Pong Krell had lied and said that they were, the 501st, they were imposters in the armor. And so they were fighting each other, and then Waxer had gotten shot, and then he died. So Fox's personality I like. No, I said I like, what I like about Fox is his armor. He has like a cool design. I don't like Fox's personality at all. Like, Fox is on number 5 on my list, because I can't think of really any other clones off the top of my head. So Fox, I put him at like the very, Fox would be like at the very back of my list. He's only on the list that of the clones I like because I like his armor. Otherwise, he wouldn't really be on the list. 5's Gregor, Rex, and Wolf. Cool. Only because he sacrificed all my favorites. Wait, how did Waxer die? Did he die at all? Yeah, Waxer did die. Have you seen Transformers The Last Night? No, I actually didn't see Transformers The Last Night. They would have, but Disney stopped that. Krell is a traitor. Yeah. Oh yeah, that guy, or arm double lightsaber, right? Yeah, the guy with the 2 double lightsabers. He has one blue and it's a double, and one green that is also a double. That's what I'm talking about. The Umbarans would hide in clone armor, supposedly. Yeah, I've seen that one. You can't blame the clones, though. They didn't know Pong was betraying them. Yeah. I was thinking of making actually a Phase 2 Rex and taking one of my clones here, if I can get it. Got it stuck. Yeah, the guy with the 4 arms. There you go. I was thinking of taking one of my clones, like, since Rex is Phase 2 armor is like a regular, his old clone armor, and then he has like the sort of like the new Phase 2 soldered onto it or something like that. I was thinking of shaving off this fin, and then sculpting on the front of the helmet for his, like, cause he's soldered on or something like that. Like the front of the helmet. That's what those lines on, like, cause on his helmet he has like lines that come down here. And that's because it's a separate piece on the helmet that he added. So I was thinking of taking one of these, shaving off the fin, and then sculpting on the front to make it look like the Phase 1, Phase 2 mix. Transformers Last Night was better than the last 2 movies made. Don't lie, it's not that good to me. My favorite clone is C-3PO. Rex has Phase 2 armor mixed with Phase 1 for the helmet. Yeah, so that's why I was saying that I'm going to sculpt on like the front of a Clone Wars Phase 1 helmet to make the front of it. So it'll look like, just sort of look like a mix, sort of, I guess. Like at the end, the loyal one found out Krell was a traitor and shot him like a bad. Yeah, that's true. I always joked and said he was Grievous's final form. 1 hour until stream. Alright. Yeah. That's like I was saying, probably gonna shave off the fin and sculpt on the front so to make it look like he's got the Phase 2 mixed with Phase 1. And then I'll just paint everything else on and I'll make a pauldron for him and Like, the only thing that needs work is the helmet. Like, because I'd have to cut and sculpt and stuff all over it. But this torso and stuff will work. FN2199 actually survived from the First Order. I only saw those episodes because my bro was watching them and I was in the room. FN299 so survived from the First Order. FN2199, you mean Finn? Or are you talking about someone else? AKA the guy who fought Finn in 218. Oh, he's the one who... AKA the guy... He's the one who fought Finn. I only saw those episodes because my bro was watching them and I was in the room. I had to, since a lot of my Star Wars figures, Trader, he shouted. I'm thinking of getting, like, the, Darth Vader transformation and one of those First Order battle packs. Like, I'm thinking of getting, like, try to get, like, 4 of the First Order battle packs so I can make a small little army. I make a Rey from Episode 8. Yeah, I was thinking of making Rey and Luke. And possibly, what's his name? Kylo Ren. Why do you have a Vader helmet on? Because no one steals your identity. Actually, they do. Well, I mean, nobody will steal my identity, but I don't really want to do a face reveal because there's this, one guy who, this is one kid who's named Bricks and Minifigs 1078, and there's another one called Rebo Bricks. Now, Bricks and Minifigs 1078, his name is Adam. He did a face reveal on one of his streams, and Rebo Bricks took a screenshot of it and posted it to everybody and posted it, and everybody, he sent it to everybody. And so then it was shown in another person's stream, another customizer called the Wolfpack. He showed it in his stream, so that kind of backfired on him because he didn't think anybody would do that, but no, that's what. Yeah, the battle pack looks pretty good. No face reveals, he said. He's Anakin, look him up. Yeah, see? Listen to Clash Mine, bro. Listen to Clash Mine, bro. I'm Anakin. Just look me up if you want to see what my face looks like. Yeah, so Rebo took a picture, showed it to the Wolfpack, and then the Wolfpack showed it on one of his streams. So that kind of backfired on Bricks and Minifigs. So I'm not gonna do that. I made here this, I mean, it's not that good because I don't have too many of the colors or anything. But this is 2017, you died. Yeah. No, I didn't. I'm still alive. Too bad I missed those streams. I don't know if Wolfpack left that stream public or private. I told him that he should delete it. I don't know if he actually did or not. Thanks, I just recently made it like last week because I got bored, or a few days ago. The doors, I couldn't find a way to fully close them. So there is like a hole in the middle. But they can go back, and there's like that much space. And then there's room to stick a clone on the inside. And the doors can close up. And then I left these like side doors with like a little hole on both sides. And this could lift up, and there's a chair there. And room so you could take... Oh, my clone gunner has a gun. But that's why I could never get them to look right. Yeah, I can never get mine to look right too, but I mean now I've gotten a little better with building and stuff like that. So this gunship actually does look pretty good. And then the gunner goes in there. What's the creepiest Star Wars thing you've ever seen, and what happened in it? I don't know. Zombie Troopers and Zombie Chewie from the comics. Yeah, I actually haven't read any of the Star Wars comics, but an episode of Clone Wars. Okay, so the creepiest thing that I've ever seen is, I think this was back in Season 2, when Barriss, Offee, and Ahsoka Tano went to the, they went to that, the Geonosians to blow up one of their droid factories, and, like, when they were coming back, after they were leaving from Geonosis, there was, like, these eggs with these worms that would go up, they went up the clone trooper's nose and into them, and it would control them. And then there's a part where Barriss, she opened her mouth, and then the worm was, like, coming out of there. That was, like, the creepiest, disgustingest thing from Star Wars, Clone Wars that I've ever seen. So, like, the beginning of Season 2. Mr. Bones from Star Wars, that dude enjoys the way he murders by constantly stabbing them and laughing. How do you stream? I'm actually just using my phone. If you go to the YouTube app, like if you have a YouTube app, Size Clone Death in Star Wars, I'd say, was 5s. When Fox shot and killed 5s. I'll be right back. Alright, Derek Die. So how do I stream? Okay, so when you open the YouTube, why? Well, because 5s is one of my favorite characters, and I don't know, it was like that moment when when Fox shoots him, Fox didn't even care, and then all the other clones come over and remove their helmets and stuff. No, why did Fox kill him? Oh, what happened was, I never liked Fox after that. Yeah, I actually already, that was like one of the reasons that I didn't like Fox. The only thing I like is his armor. So the reason Fox killed 5s is because, yeah, Palpatine did try to kill 5s. 5s in the series, the clones were finding out, well, 5s found out that in his brain, all the clones had a little chip. That was the chip that gave them the Order 66. You stream with Tube. Yeah, so what I was saying about the YouTube streaming is when you go, there's a little camera icon in the YouTube app. When you click that, it'll give you the option to upload a video. You click allow camera access, and it'll say to take a video or something from your camera, and then on the side is go live. So that's what I clicked, go live, and that's how I'm streaming right now. But I was saying about Fox killing 5s, it was because 5s had shot and killed a Jedi. Like, towards the end of the Clone Wars, 5's little control chip started malfunctioning. And so he winds up killing a Jedi. So they take him to Kamino, and there that they're trying to keep him there. And Fives found the brain tumor in Tup, and Tup murdered a Jedi because of it, and Fives tried to expose the Camino as a help. Also, it was Tup. I can't remember which one killed the Jedi, but I know a clone killed a Jedi. Fives found out about the chip and had it removed, and then everyone thought he was crazy, and so he tried to tell Anakin. Anakin and Rex were after him. So what happened was Fives had so since everyone was after him, Fox, since he's like the police, I guess Palpatine sent him after Fives. And so Fives had trapped Anakin and Rex in a warehouse while they were looking for him. He set up like this little ray shield thing to keep them in there so he could talk to them, because he didn't think they trusted or believed him. Everyone thought he was crazy. So he tried to tell them about the control chip, and then all of a sudden Fox and all the shock troopers come into the room, and then Fives grabs a gun and he points it at Fox, and so Fox telling him, don't do anything, don't put the gun down, and then Fives didn't even shoot, and then Fox shot him in the chest to kill him. Which I think Fox did that on purpose, because I saw a video where they were talking about, it is true, Fox could have shot him in the arm or the leg, or he could have shot the gun out of his hand. But instead, he shot Fives in the chest to kill him. And he didn't even care. It was like nothing to him, so that's one of the reasons I don't like Fox. That's why I can't stand Palpatine. Oh, basically, Fives found out Order 66, and Fox was like, Palpatine rules, and killed Fives. Yep, that's basically what happened. Fives found out about Order 66, and so Palpatine sent Fox after him. Like, I wonder if Fox already knew or something, because Fox could have shot him in the leg, but I guess Palpatine ordered him to do it, but all clones have to follow orders, especially from Palpatine. Yeah. That's true. What I was saying was, I wonder if Fox knew about the Order 66 thing ahead of time. He was just programmed or something to be totally obedient and without question to Palpatine. Because if you notice, when they go after Ahsoka, but see, it was different with Fox, because when they go after Ahsoka, because they think that she killed the one of the prisoners in that prison. When they go after Ahsoka, the way he's acting and everything, I don't know, but I just don't really like Fox at all. Except his cool red armor. That's the only thing I like about him, is his cool red armor. If this video gets 10 likes, I'm going to take a lighter and burn this. You could tell Ahsoka's eyes when she looked, she did not kill. Yeah, that's true. But Fox was like a little annoying, so I guess it didn't really matter to him. Do it. 10 likes and I'll take a match or a lighter or something and burn that Fox figure. Right now we're only at 2. Well, Commander Cody shoulder pad. Wait, which one? There it is. Everyone like the stream, I want to see fire. Nah, I can't really do that because this is actually a clone I made for my brother, so season 4 episodes, hard case. I think I do, but see, the thing is, I haven't seen, it's been a long time since I've seen the Clone Wars episodes. I've just been beginning to rewatch them. Wait, could the Jedi be like? Well, no, because once once Palpatine said Order 66, they had to obey no matter what. There was an Order 65 where people were saying that Order 65 was that the Jedi, if something happened where Palpatine went bad, or something like that, the Jedi could tell all the clones, the Order 65, and they would kill or capture Palpatine. And that way, if he said Order 66, it wouldn't have worked because they got the order that he was bad, so don't listen to him. Which is something they were saying that Mace Windu should have done. Instead of taking those Jedi that... I don't see how they're Jedi Masters, the way they got struck down so easily. But, instead of taking those Jedi with him, what he should have done first was told all the clones, Order 65. That way, all the clones in the area, anywhere on any planet, would have listened and gone after Palpatine. I also heard that somebody kept mentioning Order 69, so I looked that up, see what Order 69 was. And Order 69 is plot convenience, needed plot for 4, 5, and 6, yeah. I think Order 63 is kill anybody, unload to Palpable, is to kill anyone, yeah. I gotta look up what like some of the other orders were. But I found out Order 69. There's an order called Order 69 where Palpatine could order Order 69 and the clones wouldn't kill any female Jedi. And then the most successful clones, like I guess Cody and stuff like that, the most successful clones would they would get to take any of the female Jedi that they didn't kill to wife. Which I guess Palpatine didn't care about Order 69 because they killed every female Jedi anyway. Like, Stasa Lee and Ayla Secura. And whatever other female Jedi died. It's surprising how all of the Jedis who died, the one who survived the longest was a child. Yeah. That's true. But I mean, there is other Jedi who survived. Ayla died brutally. Yeah, that is true. I mean, they shot her once, and then she died. Did they really have to... I guess they needed target practice or something, because after that, they all keep going and going and going. If they did need target practice, it didn't work. Yeah, true. The troops are used to intense conditions. Yeah, I saw a video where they were talking about that. That it might have been the reason they did that was because of the harsh conditions that it didn't, and stuff like that, and everything that they did. Like, at that point, they didn't care. Like, death was, like, normal to them. Jango Fett killed his own clone once, and before he did, he asked, "Would you really kill your own self?" Jango did it anyway, but then he saw the clone's wife and child and wondered about what he was asked. I actually never heard about that. Get because they became stormtroopers and stormtroopers miss all the time. That's true. Somebody did a stop motion video where they're hiring stormtroopers. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't remember what it's called. But like they're hiring stormtroopers for target practice. And so they have a guy sitting at, he has like a target on his head or something like that, I don't know. There's this one guy sitting there, or standing there, and the stormtrooper is supposed to shoot him. He shoots everywhere around him, and he doesn't get the guy, and so the admiral, or whatever it is, he's like, "You're hired." It was in a comic, I believe. Yeah, I haven't read any of the Star Wars comics. That's probably why I haven't seen it. Yeah, that's another video I watched where they were talking about that the reason they probably didn't shoot at Leia and Luke is because they were tricking them to follow them. Something like that. Favorite voice actor that I've had? Probably Skinny Zach Films, because he did a really, really good job voicing the Joker in my Batman Darkest Night video. Stormtroopers were supposedly not saying correctly to keep the prisoners for interrogation. Fancy Pants is cool. Yeah, he is. I really like that Clone Training Center series that he does. I wonder when he's gonna come out with episode 3. This helmet's like resting on my nose. It hurts a little bit. I have more Star Wars figures. Like I have this guy, which he is using Rebel head. I had 4 Rebels. But I did paint 3 of them, so right now I've only got 1. I'm thinking of taking the paint off of some of them because I got parts to replace it anyway. So I'm thinking of taking the paint off of one of them so I could at least have 2 Rebels. And then had 2 Snow Troopers, but painted 1. I've got 1 Death Trooper, or not Death Trooper, Shadow Trooper. One of the old ones. And then I got this really old Chewbacca. That's about it for my Star Wars figures. Mine is Mr. J. Theory: Stormtroopers, the reason they miss is because they still have loyalty to Jedi. Well, I don't think so, because Stormtroopers actually aren't clones. At the end of the Clone Wars, a lot of the original clones had died off. So they started using actual humans and stuff from other planets. They stopped with the actual cloning process for the Stormtroopers, so a lot of the Stormtroopers weren't clones, except they say the ones that still were clones were the 501st, that were the Snow Troopers that went with Vader when they went to the Hoth base. Stormtroopers aren't clones, they're recruited. Yeah. My favorite Lego videos from Forest Fire 101, his comedy is brutal, and the Iron Man video are priceless. If you want to watch a Star Wars channel, go to Star Wars Theory or Star Wars Reading Club and the Scoundrels Cantina. They're all great Star Wars YouTubers. Cool, I'll try and check those out. Stormtroopers were not clones. Yeah. What happened to the other ones who killed Jedi in 66? Yeah, they also recruited aliens, that's another thing. the ones in after Order 66, what happened was a lot of the clones added into Stormtroopers, some higher ranks of it because of it. Some of the clones traded body parts where they got cybernetics and were turned into cyborg death troopers. I heard that a lot of the 501st were actually working for Vader when they attacked the Hoth base. And also, a lot of the clones, because of their aging, like because they, I can't think of the word right now, but there was a thing where they were clones so they would age quicker, so they would turn into adults faster. And so, a lot of them, I guess, got too old, because it was like 20 years or something after the Clone Wars. And so, 10 years prior to the Clone Wars, the clones, like most of the clones, were already adults and stuff like that. And so, a lot of them, I guess, died out, but supposedly the 501st were still working for Darth Vader when he attacked the Hoth base. They were the snowtroopers, and then other stuff. In the comics, lightsaber whips, Vader treated his squad very great rather than his other stuffer admirals. And I'm sure he probably did. I didn't hear about that, but I'm sure he probably did treat his squad very great rather than any of the others. What's the most epic lightsaber fight? Probably either, I guess my stuff from Legends Canon, Scoundrels Cantina. The light whip was in Clone Wars. Yes, that was. My two favorite lightsaber fights are Obi-Wan versus Anakin and Rey versus Kylo Ren. Those two are pretty good. Yeah, the Anakin versus Obi-Wan was a really good lightsaber fight, and I like the one with Rey and versus Kylo. Can you help me write for my Batman episode? Yeah, I guess I could. I need bed now, bye. Alright, talk to you later then, Nightwing. Thanks. Yeah, just, I guess send me a private message through YouTube or something. And Darth Vader be Maul. Huh? What do you mean by Darth Vader be Maul? Darth Vader beat Maul? The lightsaber whip was also in the comics, only appeared in Clone Wars. Yeah, I've seen that lightsaber whip in the Slaver episode. Oh, you mean Maul versus Ahsoka? I haven't seen that. I haven't really watched any of the Rebels. I've only seen like a few. I've only seen like a few of the Rebels episodes, like from season 1. And then I did see a few clips for like when they introduced Maul back in Ahsoka and Rex. I saw a few clips on YouTube, but I haven't seen Rebels. How about Maul versus Obi-Wan in Rebels? Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen any of Rebels at all, except a few episodes from season 1 or season 2, I think. Dooku versus Ventress versus Savage. Bye-bye, Flash, Deadpool out. Bye, Nightwing, Awesome Pod. This thing is pulling on my hair. So I think this stream is gonna come to an end So I need to get back to working on my Homecoming customs. So like, give it about 15 more minutes and then I'll end the stream. So if you guys have any last minute questions, because I gotta, I want to try and finish working on my Homecoming customs. I don't even know what time it is. It's like 4:20, so yeah, 15 more minutes and then I'm gonna end the stream. So if you guys have any last minute questions or anything. Face reveal. Have you done Darth Vader custom? Might be a good way to break in the new helmet design. I actually haven't. I did make this though. I made his little robe, but I mean it's made out of paper, so it did start to rip along the arm. This arm ripped a bit, but I did make his robe. That was like the only thing I made a custom for Darth Vader. It's all good. Man, I still have to finish my own Homecoming customs. Do you mind showing yours? LOL face reveal. So here is the Iron Man. I've got to redo him in silver. Like the only thing on him right now is the paint on the helmet. I got to redo like most of his lower torso and stuff in silver. Spider-Man, like I showed before. Or I don't know if I showed him on this stream, but he's basically complete. It's just for a few line details on the legs, and he'll be done. And then Vulture, so far all I have is the helmet. The front of the torso is done. You guys can see it better. Front of the torso is done, the straps and everything. His straps, for some reason, I don't know if it's because of the way I'm tilting him, but they look like a little lopsided, but they're not. They're like straight across, so that's weird. But like the front of the torso is done, and then I gotta paint the helmet, the legs, and then I have this little clip for the wings. Looks amazing. Thank you. Do you use electrical tape technique for waist capes, coats, capes, and trench coats? Check out the Moose Figs. It's the tactic I... Yeah, I actually did look at his video for the electrical tape capes, coats, and everything. I looked it up for like the capes and the coats, but I came up with like my own design, or not design, but like template or whatever to make the waist capes for the clones. And then I did make a few pauldrons, but I don't have any right now. And then here's the waist capes. Like this is like the first waist cape I made for Fox. I would show you pauldrons, but I don't have any. I have to make more. But for like coats, I'm gonna start using fabric. I bought like a bandana because I saw Wolfpack's tutorial on how to make custom clones. I don't know if you guys can see, but like the glare in the phone makes it look like you can see my eyes right here. Seems like customizing is taken to a stream nowadays. It used to be just painting. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it's more fun that way when you take it to the extreme. You gotta make your figures as accurate as you can. How else are you gonna make those weird looking masks and helmets and heads that and suits that some people have, and some characters have? I also made my own design of waistcoat, cape, in goes inward, and it completes my Darth Vader. Cool. I used magnets for my custom, like General Grievous. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but it was my entry into Bricks and Minifigs 1078's contest. And I used magnets for Daredevil's Billy Club. I actually think I showed a video on this. But like the metal pieces here are 2 magnets so his Billy Club can hold together. It used to be, like you see this little stick that Yoda's holding? It used to be a gray one, but it was one of those, I cut it in half. I glued little magnets on each side. And then he can hold his Billy Club as a whole, like little staff thing. Or he can separate them because they come off into 2. Because I wanted it to be accurate like the show instead of having a little peg at the back like I've seen most people do. Or the Iron Man I'm working on if you want to check out my channel. Yeah, I'll check out your channel later. The ball jointed arms tutorial is the next level, and customizing, don't remember who uploaded it, but it's crazy. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try to do any ball jointed arms. I don't have any of the parts to do so, and they're kind of expensive to get them. But, yeah. Looks good for Daredevil, would never thought about that. Yeah, I want to try and figure out a way that they could clip together like the show. Because in the show, his just snapped together. There's no pegs or anything to hold it together. And so I decided that I would use the little magnets. And it works really good. I super glued them on. They broke off once, like when I first made it. But I was able to get, because that was only because I didn't glue it on the right way. Then after that, I was able to shave off the glue and redo it. And now they actually hold really well. Did the ball joints on my Spider-Man. That's cool. Hey, Cube Master. The Walmart bag. Yeah, that's actually a bag I'm using for my garbage. Oh, well, okay, first off, I don't have earbuds, so can't hear you. Hey, Wolfpack. Sorry, because I fell asleep. That's alright, I mean, you basically missed 85 minutes and 44 seconds, 45 seconds of the stream. Thirdly, you gotta go. Yeah, that's okay, because in like 5 minutes, I'm gonna end it. Did we reach 10 likes? Where's the fire? No, we did not reach 10 likes. Still only 2, so you guys aren't gonna get to see Fox getting lit up. Fourthly, the Caleb, the celeb, is here. I like dirt. I liked. That's gross. I'll rewatch this later, XD. Hey, Wolfpack, remember me from the other stream? Yes, Derek. No, I like to vid. Okay, cool. And now 4 likes. I guess you guys are trying to like it quickly before I end so you can see Fox getting burnt. You remember me, Wolf. I'm always in your stream. Sorry, guys. Got to go. Alright, Wolf. See you later, then. Yeah. I hope Bill will not get here. Bill the tree. I actually, when I first started testing out the stream, he came and then he said gotta go by, and then he hasn't been back since, so. Fire Anakin. I don't know who that is. Yeah, Build a Tree, he's usually in Wolfpack's videos. Sand. Anakin likes sand. Anakin does not like sand. He hates sand. Why do you have the mask on? Because I don't really want to do a face reveal, so that's why I have the mask on. Show us. Okay, hold on. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. I know who he is. Hold on. You want to see face reveal? Okay, hold on. Face reveal. He's Anakin. He's Palpatine. Ha ha ha. No, I far much worse, Donald Trump. Fear. That's a bad word. Donald Trump is a bad word. No, Hillary Clinton is. We'll just say they both are. We'll all agree that they both are. Watch out, she be sending them emails. Hillary Clinton and Donald Dump. I don't want those. Donald Duck. Oh wow. I'm leaving the stream. Bye, guys. Bye, Cube Master. China? What about China? Vagina. I shall be remembered. I pull out a gun, blood spills everywhere. What do you mean you pull out a gun, blood spills everywhere? Alright, so you wanted to see fire, right? You want to see fire, right, Derek? Blood, and there was blood everywhere. What did I miss? Well, Cube Master shot himself, and apparently there's blood everywhere. Here, you want to see fire? There's fire. Lots of fire. Fire sabers. I swear if you hold up a Lego fire piece, yeah, I think your stream is a little behind. Because I already did hold up a Lego fire piece. Player has disconnected. Alright, I have to leave. And the stream is just gonna... I'm just going for till it says 100 minutes. I'm at 95 minutes right now. I'm gonna end it like once it says 100 minutes. But if you're leaving now, then bye then. But it's just gonna go on for like 5 more minutes if you want to stay. Now the force be with you, Lord Vader. You don't know the power of the dark side. Why is Anakin holding my mixtape? Anakin's not holding a mixtape. He's holding fire. Are messed up jokes allowed? It depends. What kind of messed up joke are you gonna do? You're gonna write. Because I have the high ground. Four more minutes. 96 minutes and 30 seconds. Orphan joke? Well, if you write it, I'm probably not going to read it if it's something really bad. Alright, let's get this fire nonsense out of here. Oh boy. I'm offended. Yeah, that's why I did not read that. Don't want to offend anybody watching. Oh, you're just joking? Yeah, but still, like I said, I'm probably not going to read that. Just in case. I'm 90-cent meme, 10% ravioli. No, I think you're 10% meme, 90% ravioli. Hi, Spectron. Come check out my stream. Yeah, I'll check it out in a bit. I'm offended. My friend is a ravioli. Alright guys, so that's about it for this stream. We only got 5 likes, but at least you did get to see fire. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Custom lightsaber for Obi-Wan. Yeah, I just added like a stud at the top because the lightsaber, the blade won't hilt. The blade won't hold on to the hilt. I'm offended. My ravioli is a friend. Don't leave me. Yeah, I've been streaming for about 100 minutes. So, yeah, that's it.